What are you listening to?
So now I'm picking up my sister because she's dropping off the other semi for that to get serviced.
Another private gravel road that I drive down. This is the Freightliner that she was having a heck of a time shifting last year. Then once I really started driving them and got good at it driving down gravel roads, I gave her some tips and stuff, and now she can drive it just like the Kenworth. We'll see in a couple minutes.
And we have the bin trailer hooked up.
Not the bin trailer, the flatbed.
So I started driving the, I need to turn. I started driving the Kenworth before I drove the Freightliner, and the Kenworth was a lot easier to shift in, and this truck would only work half the time.
Quarter of the time.
Sometimes when I would shift in it, it would go good, and most of the time it wouldn't. And so I had only been driving for, I started driving semi in Harvest of 2023.
Yeah, so that was your...
So I only drove the Kenworth for Harvest of 2023, and then beginning of Harvest 2024, I was trying to learn this. So I haven't been driving that long if you think about it. It's not like I drive semi year round. It's only during
yeah,
harvest.
to justify your grinding.
Well, yeah.
So anyways, let's not hit her. Whoops. First kill of the year.
It was high.
We keep rolling back. She knows to keep her distance. So early last year, before she got good at this truck, well, she's just getting back in the groove again, but the end of last year, she left the semi driving this one pretty good. But early last year, before she got good at it, we were taking it to the farm or something, and we were literally, she could not find sixth gear. We were going, and we have to stop every sixth gear, every like 100 foot, to restart, go back, and it took like 30, 40 minutes to get to the farm.
That may be exaggerating.
That is not exaggerating. She could not find sixth gear. I think she found it once that whole little trip. But now, after I gave her my secret sauce tips, now she can drive this one pretty good. She'll love it when you get a clean shift.
Yellow's truck.
Yellow's truck. These trailer brakes do shut off, but...
Hold on. I don't know how many times I've duck-footed all of our organics, probably 4 times. I do not know though. It's been a lot. Our organics are always getting duck-footed, and so I'm almost done going through all of our organics, and then Dad is going to water. So I can't, I have to be out of there with the duck footer after Dad is watered for a couple days because it's all muddy, and if I go in and duck foot, it's just gonna clump everything up. So the soil has to be a good temperature. Right now it's kind of dry, so it's really dusty. It's like I'm brush pulling again, but it's pretty dusty right now because Dad hasn't watered in a while. Is that a moth or a butterfly? But we had a question on our last video about why we don't flame our grapes like we do our apples, our organic apples, why we don't flame our organic grapes. That is a good question. I totally would have forgot to talk about that if you didn't ask. So we use a flamer, a weed burner, to control the weeds in our organic apples. If none of you have seen that, that is in this video here. All of our grapes were conventional at one point, and then we converted some acreage over to organics. And so it takes 3 years to go from conventional to organic. So, and the soil has to be chemical free for 3 years. So, for 3 years we farmed organically, but we were still getting paid conventional prices until it had been 3 years. So for the first 2 years of converting some of our grapes to organic, we did flame our grapes, but it got pretty expensive really fast because we have a lot more acreage of grapes than we do. We have a lot more acreage of organic grapes than we do organic apples. So with the propane, it was getting expensive pretty quickly. So then after that, we did a spin weeder, and that worked good as long as the weeds were young. If weeds got any amount of decent size, it didn't get the roots very well. The flamer, why we don't flame, is it is pretty expensive. It takes a lot of time because with the duck footer, I go about 6 miles an hour. With the flamer, Dad goes about 3. So it just takes a long time. And also the main reason why we don't do it is because we have cover crop in the alley of our grape rows. So last year, Dad tried flaming the grapes again, and the cover crop was catching on fire and it was smoldering a lot. Like on one of our parcels, he was flaming in the early morning and the cover crop was all smoldering and it was smoking a lot. Like it even got into town. Like I think he took a picture of it that we'll put up. But the cover crop will smolder a whole lot because if the cover crop catches on fire, it can burn up a lot of the canopy. But yeah, so after we did the spin weeder, then we got this duck footer, and that's what we've been using to keep the weeds out of our vineyard. So, out of our organic vineyard. So, that was a very good question. So now we're going to pick up some spray for Dad at the farm store.
I gotta get the spray out of that.
Oh, it was that!
So we were spraying in the apples for sunburn protection. So the high today is supposed to be like 94, and on Monday the high is supposed to be 104 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll put the Celsius calculation up here. So it's gonna be hot, and it's still spring. That's gonna be that hot. So the sunburn protection is basically just a white coating that goes on the apple that protects it from the sun. Yeah, and if we don't spray this on, then we will have sun damage on our apples. It'll like bake the apple because it's so hot. And then we also have the stuff in the tank for powdery moth and like powdery mildew. So that is what we were doing. So in our last video, we got a comment and someone asked why we're always spraying for the same stuff like powdery moth, aphids, and larvae and all that. So these are organic apples, and so with organic apples we spray organic spray, And with organic spray, that means it's less potent than like conventional spray, like we spray in our Honeycrisp. So that doesn't like get all the moths. And so we have to come through like 7 to 10 days and spray for the same stuff. Whereas our Honeycrisp, which are conventional, we have to spray like 14 to, 14 to 20 days. Was it 14?
Sound like a crime.
With
14 to 20 days.
And so it doesn't get every single like coddly moth, and then the coddly moth will lay eggs, and then we need to get those and spray. So it's just because we spray so much because it's organic, because it's not as potent as it is in the conventional apples. So now you know.
If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button.
And if you don't like the video, hit it 3 times. We also got a comment on one of our previous videos talking about the flamer, and we showed you guys how we flame in our organic apples to keep the weeds away, and we do not use any chemical sprays. The person had said that organic is just a label to make people pay more. So our apples, most of our apples are organic. And so with organic, we can spray organic chemicals. We are like, when she is mostly spraying, they are all organic chemicals that she is spraying. But the person was talking about the flaming. So when we use the flamer, what is in the tank is propane. So propane is a fossil fuel. I'm not sure if he was talking about the fuel from the tractor, like using tractors to flame. That is also, diesel is also a fossil fuel. So I'm really not sure, like, if you guys have a dragon out there, then we would use that to flame. But we haven't found one yet, so if any of you have a but until then, we're sticking with the New Holland tractor and using propane to flame our apples. So, but if any of you out there know of a dragon that we could use to flame, dude, it's freaking perfect.
If you guys can hear the hot calls, there's the box somewhere up there. But shh. Those are the hot calls to deter any birds.
So one thing that I forgot to mention is that our organic apples and grapes take a lot more time, work, and money to farm. We have organic grapes and we have conventional grapes, but we also have organic apples, and our only apples that are conventional are our Honeycrisp. So we are spraying like almost nearly twice as much in our organic apples than we are our conventional Honeycrisp.
Goat is so cute out
Goat?
there. It's cute little, it's like a baby one.
Yeah, organic is not just a label. There is a lot that goes into farming organically.
So, I'm finishing off. I'm mowing the young grapes that we planted 2 years ago. So I'm mowing with the Beast, with the flail. And the front of these tires never had any, because the back tires had water in them. Had water in them, so in the winter they froze up anyways. The water froze inside the tire. So I asked you guys what we should put inside the tires, and you said beet juice, so we greatly appreciate that, because I kind of knew about that, but kind of didn't. I heard about it. I didn't really know, like, I heard about it a while back. I didn't really consider it an option until how many people I heard actually do it. So we took, because this tractor is heavy, it's stank heavy actually. So we can't tow this tractor with like I mean we could. Mom doesn't like to tow. She likes to use Dad's truck for heavy towing. To tow this tractor, we have to use Dad's old 1997 Dodge. Anyways, so to get this, the best price that we found for the rim guard, they call it, the beet juice, is like 40 minutes, half an hour away. Until it gets cold, we just took off the front tires. Took off the front tires, and we just took them in to get filled. And my word, those things are heavy. Also turned them around, the front tires, because they were too narrow. They were way too narrow. It was ugly because the front was so narrow and the back was so wide. So I turned those around, and now the front is the same width as the back. Yeah, so those tires, we got the front tires filled, and then we'll get the backs done when we have free time. Those tires are heavy. I mean, these tires will never see air again. Like with the aerator on the back, it's so heavy. Like you hit any bumps or something, the front end would pick up a little bit, even with all the weights in the front. But these front tires will never see air again. I'll show you the stance on this thing. Here, hold on. Feels like I'm driving a stinking rock crawler. The front is so wide. They're way out here. I can see them like super good. See the front? See the front tires? How wide those are? They said they put 70 gallons in. 70 gallons. So it weighs about 11-ish, I think 11 pounds a piece. 11 pounds a gallon. Gosh. 11 pounds a gallon for the rim guard. So that's 700. So, including the tire and the rim, it's like over 900 pounds. So just the beet juice, 770 pounds of weight that added between the two tires. That is insane. It was heavy. I mean, when it was flat like this, we had to use the forklift to move them.
So we have been getting a lot of accent requests, like the French, the Scottish, but for some weird reason, the Irish accent and the English accent is a wee bit easier to do. And so on our last video, someone commented and said that they wanted to hear my older sister talk with an Irish accent. So go on. Tell them to like the video in an Irish accent.
I don't know if that's Irish.
It is Irish. We've established that this is Irish.
You've established?
He said that he wanted to hear you talk with an Irish accent
That
when I was
doesn't mean
doing
you
my
got
Russian
it.
jig.
Oh yeah, that was Russian apparently. That was freaking funny. I'm Irish and you always convinced me it was Irish.
So,
Okay, so like the only word that I can say in Irish is Ireland.
what was that?
Oh, I was thinking the other day on a duck fritter, I was thinking about your accent, and it goes, you like start it in British, or you start it in Irish, and then you end up in British. And I was thinking, because kind of when you talk, you like fluctuate between British and Irish. And I was thinking, I was like, you literally have your own accent. And I was thinking, I was like, what is it? And I found the perfect name, Brirish. Brirish, British and Irish, Brirish. So this is my attempt at the Ireland accent.
That sounded Australian.
There's a big diff between Ireland and Australia.
Because someone else commented and said if I could do an Irish accent, or Australian accent. And so, crikey, mate, what makes you think I'm from Australia? Wait, was that like good? All you gotta do is like the crikey, mate. And that's like,
It's like only select
they're like
words
so
we can
passionate. Like, crikey, mate, what makes you think I'm from Australia?
say. Back it up. Or forward. Let's go forward so we can walk back. This is my go at the Ireland accent. I don't know if I'm doing it or not, but
You're better than me, dude.
I'm not.
Do it. Go on.
I'm still going to be talking in Ireland. I don't know if this is it or not, but I was thinking the other day how we're already in June, and Like literally,
It
we are
was
halfway through 2025.
is
like-
weird. Wait, weird? I live in Ireland. You're messing me up now.
That's Scottish.
You're messing me up now. This is Irish. That was sick.
So,
I can't do it. I am combining them all.
see, I know. We're gonna have to slowly work like on the French accent and stuff because we're gonna end up combining all the accents and making our own accent or language. CJfarmGrit language.
So it was just.
Like Ireland.
I live in Ireland.
Does it not feel like we literally just posted?
We went to work.
Yes. We went to work.
It felt like yesterday.
Like January felt like yesterday.
And it's already June.
I don't know what this is anymore.
It's already
See, now
June.
I'm British. Now I'm in my British.
So that was our go at Irish accent.
Right, and I can only say a couple words in the Irish accent, except I think I'm getting it. Is this Irish? Let us know. Anyway,
You guys are a great little bunch.
got a great little community here.
You sick?
Crikey, mate. I'm drinking water. That's
It's water.
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 Water. And he waddled away. Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Ba, 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 da, 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 da.
The duck footer is called a duck footer. We had to ask if it's a duck fit. It's duck foot, like the foot of a duck. Duck foot.
So yeah.
Tell us in the comments, y'all, if we're the only ones that think that January felt like yesterday. I wonder what us Americans sound like. Like talking normally. What do us Americans sound like?
No.
What do we sound like?
Wish we could like borrow somebody else's ears and. That's gross.
Yeah.
A wee bit. It's a wee bit. Oh, that's Irish. Irish say wee. Like a wee bit.
Irish? How do you know?
I don't know. You always say like wee bit. Like
That's Southern.
a wee They always say if you join a video, if you get that little wee bit like button, like button, like
I think
Like.
that's Southern. Like,
wee
could
bit.
you give me a glass of a wee
It's little o.
little
That-
low,
and
but it's
the Irish
also
is wee.
I kind of little bit.
Wee bit. That's Irish. We established that was Irish.
So it's a little bit. The British, they don't say all the syllables.
Why do they do the Irish? And they add in words. Like, we're ums and us. Y'all are wees. We. Like,
Oui, that's French. Oui, oui.
whatever. I can say like, comment allez-vous? That's how are you? That's what it means in English.
Did you
Comment
miss that?
allez-vous? Yes, how are you? That's what it means in English. Na 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 na. Ooh, whatever.
What tune is it?
Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, where are you?
I like the, you know what song we haven't heard in forever?
What?
Hot dog, hot dog,
Dog, hot diggity dog. Dude, I freaking love that song.
Anyway.
If you like the video.
Are you doing your head?
Yep.
Alright, so all of the apples on the ground is because they have thinned these apples. And so this is what it is looking like. But I will show you over there where they haven't thinned. There are a lot of apples that are on the tree. So this is after they have thinned. You see like the spacing between the apples and all. So this has been thinned. And these apples now have not been thinned. They didn't get this row yet. So this is what it looks like when they haven't thinned. My shadow's in the way. Alright, all these apples. So do you see how they're all clustered together? When the apples are all like this in a bunch, it does not give enough room for the apples to grow. So if all of these grew to their full capacity, they would all be smushed together and end up bruising each other, and there's just not enough space for the apple to even grow then. So that is why we have to thin out some of the apples, because there's just too many. Okay, so now we are going to go show you guys the Niagara grapes.
Niagara?
That is how I say Niagara.
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 Whatever.
Niagara grapes. It's a lovely evening. So in the last video, you guys saw that our grapes were blooming. And so now they've bloomed. So the grapes have bloomed and now, well, this is what they look like. So not all of those little balls that you guys saw, not all of those get pollinated. And so the ones that do, this is what they look like. These are our Niagara grapes. And each one of those little balls will become a grape. Like, this is a grape bunch. And then each one will become a grape. Pretty cool. Okay, we shut off the camera and then realized we didn't tell you guys thank you for watching. So, thank you for watching this video and we will see you all in the next one.
I was wearing those other boots and
You're walking a Ford.
a Ford? So I said be careful when you sing on the open cab tractor. I almost swallowed a bug.
There's stuff on your face. Like what? Black stuff.
Farm Girl's foundation is dirt. Southern accent. We just have a pet dragon. We could just flame everything. Sit on a dragon, have a rope wreck a horse. Down yonder. Woohoo! Don't fall.
Whatever. Good enough.
Whatever.
I was going to get out and walk, but get out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh crap! Wasp! Wasp!
Okay, it's a wasp, not a rat.
His hand hit on me. Get out of here, you stupid thing! Ouch!
Point to nothing but a hound dog. Yeah.
I can't believe we stuck that blooper in. That means we spray organic spray, and with organic spray. There's a buggy. You always have a bug in your hair.
And you always see the bug in my hair. I don't like the angle you have.
That's beautiful. The angle.
Airplane's been flying around all day today. Did you see it? It was literally like right there above the grapes.
My arm's getting tired.
Yes! Go back and forth.
Do I take out the headbands?
No. Looks neat.
That's what you said about my gun. You always record after we're done with the workday and we are dusty and our hair is dirty.
That was good. I think anytime. No.
I need to fix my shirt.
Hands!